Yeah, Burnt Orange Rising, Austin, Texas. It's time to light the tower. 40 acres, stand up. The haters gon' love this one. Yeah. Burnt orange glow when we step in the game. Longhorn Nation, it's time to ignite the flame. From the turf to the court, hear the crowd go insane. Texas fight forever, put respect on the name. Arch man and under center.
What's up, Longhorn Nation? I'm your host, North Carter, and you are now tuning in to Burnt Orange Rising. Today is the last day for players to enter their name into the transfer portal. So I want to provide you with an update on what Texas has currently done and what their future plans are. Now, just because the portal closes today, that only means that players cannot enter their name into the portal. That does not mean that Texas can't pull from the portal. So count on Sark to still make more plans to get some more talent out. Now, I think a lot of these guys are getting bad advice from their agents. And I'm not talking about the agents who are qualified. I'm talking about the family members and the friends and, like Sark said, their roommates and stuff. I don't think Uncle John Jr. should be telling you that you should leave a university that's a CFP contender to go to a university that hasn't won 6 games in 10 years, unless it's just all about money. And I understand that. I understand family members need money. I understand that these guys got to take care of a lot of people, but make sure that the situation is best for you. You know, make sure that you're setting yourself up for a bright future. It's not all about everyone else all the time. You got to make sure you got your eggs in order. Make sure your eggs all in their basket. You don't need to listen to Uncle John Jr. You know, Uncle John Jr. played 2 years of JV football, coached Pop Warner for 4 years, and he's trying to tell you what you need to do. Okay, and just because he took his team on Madden, he took his franchise on Madden to the Super Bowl a couple times and lost one and won one, does not mean he knows it all. Okay? And you also got to remember, Uncle John Jr. is the same one that whenever you were 5 years old and your grandma gave you $20 in your birthday card, who had their hand out talking about, hey, nephew, let me hold something till next week, next Friday when I get paid. Yeah, it's that same guy. Don't listen to Uncle John. You don't need to listen to Uncle John Jr. all the time. You know, Uncle John Jr. just trying to put his foot in the door. Uncle John Jr. know what you get. Uncle John Jr. that you're his meal ticket. So sometimes you got to do what's the best for you. And the only reason why I say that is because the only player that left Texas and went to a contender was Parker Livingston, who went to OU. And I hate to even say that. But the rest of these guys left for less. Probably more money. But I don't even know if playing time is guaranteed unless they said, oh, you're going to start day one. Probably got offered more money, but not money. Texas could have matched any of these offers if Texas wanted to. So that speaks for itself. Players who have currently entered the portal for Texas is wide receiver DeAndre Moore. He transferred to Colorado. Leona LaFau, Colorado, which a lot of people thought he was going to BYU, decided to go to Colorado. I was actually surprised by that. But hey, Colorado got some boosters up there. Don't count Colorado out when it comes to the money. Colorado got money. They just don't have a winning pedigree yet. CJ Baxter, who's going to Kentucky, transferred to Kentucky. I liked Baxter. I just think the injury held him back. If CJ Baxter would have never got injured, man, Texas would have been a different team this past year because he was a dog as a freshman. But best of luck to you, CJ. Trey Wisner, Florida State. And this was a head scratcher for me because why Florida State? Why Florida State? I get their historic program, but what has Florida State done for me lately since losing Jordan Travis? But, you know, best of luck to you, Trey. Hope everything works out for you. Christian Clark, South Carolina, I understand that. Texas brought in 2 running backs, which we'll get to later. He's just trying to get his playing time. He don't want to be behind those 2 guys. I get that completely. Jordan Washington, tight end, North Carolina. Elijah Bo Barnes, linebacker, North Carolina. And this was a strange case for me because I think Bo Barnes wanted to be here. I think he wanted to be there. I just think he wanted to know where was he going to be on the depth chart. Like, what was Texas' plans for him? And then once Texas did tell him what the plans were, he then came back, from what I heard, and then wanted more money. At first, NIL didn't mean anything that to him. I mean, obviously, he wanted to get paid, but it wasn't at the top of his list. He really wanted to stay at Texas and really wanted to see what Muschamp and Coach Nansen wanted to do with him. I'm sure he probably heard other offers and was like, okay, Texas, well, this is what I got. What can you do? And at that point, Texas was like, we're good. Go ahead and hit that portal, big dog. Jamie French went to Michigan as a wide receiver. Didn't really see that much playing time this year, but was a 5-star out of high school. Good luck to you, young bull. Trey Owens, Arkansas State. Hey, Trey Owens was a fan favorite for Texas. Trey Owens was a fan favorite. He even helped Texas recruit. So it sucks losing him, but I just don't know where he was going to play at. I don't know. I don't know what Texas' plan was going to be for him. Because you bring in Diabell, you bring in KJ Lacey, and KJ Lacey is legit. From everything I've heard out of practices, KJ Lacey can sling it. And we all know what Diabell can do. Top-ranked quarterback out of high school, out of Florida. Son to Rajah Bell. Yeah, so I don't know what Trey Owens would have brought to the Texas depth chart, the Texas QB room, besides him just wanting to be there. So go get the bag, young man. Go get some playing time. Best of luck to you. Daniel Cruz, center, NC State. Nate Kibble, O-lineman. He's off to Baylor. And like I said already, Parker Livingston, Oklahoma. This one kind of hurt because besides the drops, I think Parker Livingston was a good player. He did drop the ball, but the Arch did throw him some hospital. Arch threw him some hospital balls sometimes. I'm not even going to hold you on that. Arch threw him some hospital balls, but, I felt like he had talent. He was still young. He could have grew into something, but best of luck to you until you play us in Dallas, and we coming for that eye. All right, Jarrett Gibson off to Purdue. Baby Rhino had fumbling problems, but was still a good prospect. I think he could have thrived at Texas, but I get why he wanted more playing time. I think that was the motivation behind his transfer because you went to Purdue. That's all I got to say. Connor Stroh gone. Caleb Chester, the cornerback, transferred to Arizona State. Ricky Stewart, gone. Nato Amazula, O-lineman, North Texas. Levon Johnson, D-lineman, Maryland. Melvin Hills, D-line, UConn. So those are the players that transferred out. Obviously, the only starters I think we lost were Wisner, DeAndre Moore, DJ Baxter here and there, Leano Lafau. Christian Clark went off in the Michigan game. We're going to miss him. Jordan Washington got a lot of playing time. But Bo Barnes shined. He shined in moments against Michigan's, and I really thought, man, we might have a dog. We might have a dog at linebacker with Anthony Hill Jr. leaving, but he's gone too. So best of luck to all these young men. I hope y'all thrive at your old schools. But if y'all ever play Texas, I hope you don't get on the field, and I hope y'all lose. Other than that, good luck to everyone. Okay, now let's get to the incoming transfers. Let's just say this. Sark cooked. Sark absolutely was in his bag with these transfers, and a lot of these needs were met. These were needs that we needed. Cam Coleman, the big dog, wide receiver from Auburn, number 1 wide receiver in the portal. Welcome to Texas, young man. Raleek Brown, running back Arizona, number 5 running back in the portal. That guy is super twitchy, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. So reminds me of Jaden Blue a lot. So it's going to be great to have him on the team and in the backfield and in the running back room. Hollywood Smothers, a running back who transferred from NC State, committed to Alabama, and then transferred to Texas. Ooh, that hurt Alabama. Oh, those coaches at Alabama. Hey, don't let Texas get in the mix. Don't let Texas get in the mix like Twix, because we might take them. If you let Brandon Harris get involved in that recruitment, hey, it's over with. Not all the time, but the majority of the time. If they coming from a school that they really don't want to be at, and Texas come calling, hey, might as well be a done deal. Yeah, Hollywood Smothers, running back, number 2 running back in the portal. And this is a big one that just happened a couple of days ago. Melvin Sinai, Wake Forest, O-lineman. I know Arch is just licking his chops right now because finally, we got someone with experience alongside Gooseby who can actually block. So no shade to Brandon Breaker though, but too many holdings. I'm still salty about that. Dylan Sororsky from Oregon State. Welcome to the program. I think he's a guard. Justin Cryer, linebacker, Florida State, played 28 games with 10 career starts. Rasheem Biles, linebacker, Pitt, number 2 linebacker in the portal. Bo Masco, cornerback, Rutgers, number 7 cornerback in the portal. I'll be interested to see what Muschamp's going to do with him. And it'll be interesting to see what Muschamp does with Rasheem Biles, because Rasheem Biles is super athletic. I think he's going to thrive in the I think he's going to Muschamp's package, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. Micah Massanis, tight end, Michigan, had 19 catches for 232 yards this past season. Will be great and when Texas plays their 12 personnel. I think he's more of a blocking tight end, especially during 12 personnel. So welcome to the program, young man. Ian Gerford, Arkansas, nose tackle. Number 9 ranked DT, 2 years of eligibility left. We got the punter from Florida State, and I might butcher his last name, but I apologize to you. Mac Chuamento, Florida State. Gianni Spedic, who transfers from Memphis, went 15-20 on field goals this past year. 4-5 on field goals, attempted at 50 yards or longer. 1 year of eligibility left. And that seems to be the theme for Texas going forward. They want that experience, a guy who's not going to choke under pressure, which I understand. Because, Burnt Arbor still, I'm still a little salty about Burnt Arbor. He cost us a couple games, but, hope he did good at Miami this past year. Nose tackle Zion Williams from LSU. He actually had interest in Texas prior to committing to LSU, but wanted to play for Bo Davis. Bo Davis left to go to the Saints. Zion Williams hit that portal, and he's back at Texas. So far, these are the commits that Texas had out of the transfer portal. A lot of these guys are great players. Texas has one of the top transfer classes in the country, which is awesome. Sark was in his bag. Texas reloaded. And this is great. I'm excited for these guys to get on campus and work, be a part of the culture. Let's get to the potential portal targets for Texas. Right now, edge from Ole Miss, Princewill Umanmielen. At Ole Miss, he had 9 sacks this past season. Could you imagine Princewill Umanmielen and Connor Simmons, one on one side and one on the other side? Could you imagine that? That would, if I was any quarterback on Texas schedule, I'd be scared. I would be definitely scared. That's a dangerous combo right there. But I hope that Texas gets this guy. I know that they're putting in work right now to land him. But I know he has other interests as well. But come through for us, Brandon Harris. Also, safety Randon Fontenette from Vanderbilt. I know he's on Texas radar. I actually had 5 solo tackles against Texas last year. He's on Texas radar right now. And knowing Sark, I'm sure he's going to probably want to pick up an experienced QB out of the portal. I know there's not a lot of options left. I know quarterback is real iffy, especially out of the portal, because you just never know what you're going to get. But if Sark is following the theme, he always wants that experienced QB just in case something happens to Arch. The thing about it is, Texas has an experienced QB. Like, the experienced QB is Arch. So at this point, the only thing that you're thinking is let the young bulls come in. Let's see what the young bulls Let's see what the young bulls are going to do. I like KJ Lacey. Like I said, reports of practice, KJ Lacey is the truth. He throws a live ball, great arm, and he can run. So I'm not sure if Sark will want to pick someone out of the portal, but you never know. And if Arch does get injured, which he didn't miss a game last year, which is great. Obviously, he missed quarters and a few minutes when he got his concussion, but obviously played the next week, got out of concussion protocol. Arch is a big guy. He's not very injury prone like Quinn Ewers was. Shout out to Quinn, by the way, doing good things for the Miami Dolphins. So we'll see if Sark want to dip in the portal and bring some experience to put behind Arch, or if he'll just want to use his young dogs and see what happens. Texas needs to figure out what to do at guard. Texas has to figure out what they want to do at guard. Are they going to move someone over? Do you move Brandon Baker to guard? Do you bring in the center and move Connor Robinson back to guard? Or does one of the younger guys step up and see what happens? We'll just have to see. But Texas can't have 20 different tackles and 3 guards. It's just not going to work. And we all know Flood is terrible at identifying talent. That's just the way it is. So I don't know what they're going to do at guard yet, but I hope they figure it out. Arch needs to get protection because last year was terrible and the O-line was undisciplined. We break a big playoff and it gets called back for holding. And then 9 times out of 10, it was Brandon Baker. I'm not throwing shade at Baker, but it just happened. Look, it happens so much that I could call the play out. Let's say Trey Wisen break out a run or someone catches a pass. I already knew what was going to happen. Announcers say, just holding on the play. I was like, Brandon Baker. I already knew what was going to happen. Because it happens so much. It happens so much that you already knew who was going to be called on. And like I said, the majority of other guys committed holding penalties, but Brandon Baker and DJ Campbell did it the most. Let's just be honest about it. With this transfer portal, like I said, Texas has one of the top transfer portal classes right now. And with that, here comes the hype. And I get it. Texas is a great brand. Texas is one of the richest athletic programs in the country. I get it. But can we stop, please? And it's mostly the media. It's the media outlets outside of Texas. Can we stop giving Texas the praise and the glory and saying that, oh, Texas should walk into the national championship. Texas is already a national championship contender. Texas is stacked now. Texas has talent everywhere. Texas has skills everywhere. Texas has been having skills and talent everywhere. Texas has always had a top roster in the country. Always. Texas always had 5 stars and 4 stars. Texas has always recruited well. Always. And almost every year, the talking heads say, oh, well, Texas should be number 1. Texas should be going to the college football playoff. Texas should do this. Texas should be that. Texas should be Texas. I don't give a damn until we stop giving up long plays, until we stop getting holding calls on 1st and 10 and bringing the play back when we bust a long run, until we stop having our cornerbacks play 10 yards off the ball on a 3rd and 2 and giving up an easy quick hitch or a quick slant, until Sark can identify his receivers and his talent and get his best players on the field, until Sark stops putting on the brakes in the second half and letting teams come back and Texas fighting for their lives. None of that matters. I'm tired. I'm not drinking the burnt orange Kool-Aid this offseason. I'm just not. Because I'm sick and tired. Every year, this is what happens. Texas gets blown up to being this high-powered team. And then we lose one game and everybody just comes down. Why'd you pick Texas? Why did Texas die? Oh, they're overrated. Why do y'all always pick Texas? And then the fans get angry. We need a new quarterback. Take Arch Manning out of the game. I'm sick of it. Fire Sark. Fire PK. And most of y'all got y'all wish. This past season, I've seen so many people say fire PK. Texas give up a big play. Texas be winning the game, give up a big play. Fire PK. I saw that so much on X and Twitter. So much. PK is gone. I hope y'all got y'all wish. I hope y'all happy. PK is gone. I saw that so much, man. It didn't matter what it was. Boys, Texas can drop an interception. Fire PK. That's PK's fault. Texas can miss on a sack. Fire PK. Texas can give up a first down in the first quarter. First drive, first quarter, Texas give up a first down. I've seen enough. Get PK out of there. Yeah, I'm sick of that. So no, I'm not going to drink the Texas Kool-Aid right now. I'm just not. I need to see more. I need you to go out there and prove it. It's time for Sark to put up or just shut up. We got to do something. It's time. Texas has to deliver. All the money, all the stars, everything you could want in a program. We have to do something now. So no, I don't care. Don't tell me Texas is going to be loaded. I already know they're going to be loaded. Don't tell me Texas is going to be a national championship contender. I already know they're going to be a national championship contender. You don't have to tell me that. It's what are they going to do with the talent and skills that they do have? How's Sark going to deploy his troops? What is Will Muschamp going to do with all the talent on defense? Are we going to be aggressive? Are we finally going to send blitzes, exotic blitzes out to the quarterback? Are we finally going to get rid of soft coverage on 3rd and 5? Not 3rd and 25, 3rd and 5. Will that finally happen? And I need to see it. Because I'm sick and tired of it. I'm done. The Kool-Aid I poured out my burnt orange Kool-Aid. But I still bleed burnt orange. Let's not get it twisted. But I need to see more. And I'm sure I'm not the only fan that feels this way. We need to see more. Obviously, we know that Texas reloaded in the transfer portal. We reload in the recruiting every year. We have talent. We've always had the talent. Talent's always been there. It's what we do with the talent. And that's been Texas' problem for years. Charlie Strong had talent. Tom Herman had talent. Obviously, Mac Brown had talent. The talent is, and I think that's what the people's problem is with Texas. Talent's always there. It's just we don't perform to our potential. I mean, look at Indiana. Indiana, I think they had 2, 4 or 5 4-stars, and look what they did, playing for a national championship. That needs to be us. Damn the stars. I don't care about the stars anymore. Give me 22 guys who bleed burnt orange and are willing to put their bodies on the line for the University of Texas every Saturday. That's what I want. That's what I need to see. Not people who just care about the money, care about what's happening on Twitter, Instagram, just there to get for the girls, the fans patting them on the back, the NIL deals. Get that anywhere. Give me 22 guys who love the University of Texas. I don't care about the other hoopla. You want to be here, get here, and show us what you can do. That's what I care about. So let's stop with all the Texas is reloaded, Texas is this, and Texas is that. Nah, Texas needs to show me. Texas needs to show us. Texas needs to show us what they can do. Yeah, 10-3 is fine. Yeah, okay. And I get it. I understand the Charlie Strong years. You know, they were bad. We didn't have a quarterback, had to rely on Shane Buechele. Thank God Sam Ehlinger got us out of those days. You know, God bless Sam Ehlinger. God bless Sam Ehlinger whenever he came in with Tom Herman, because it was bad. I got tired of seeing Tyrone Swoops run the ball. I got tired of 18. I was hoping the 18-wheeler package went off flat, I'll be honest with you. But shout out to Swoops, though. You know, I hear he's coaching somewhere in the Panhandle or West Texas. Shout out to Tyrone Swoops. But yeah, you just get tired of it. And yeah, I know Texas has had its bad years, and I probably sound like I'm complaining because we went 10-3. And we used to go 6-6 and 7-5 and get in the Texas Bowl. And how many Alamo Bowls can you take? And I guarantee you, if we were in the Big 12 this past year, we would have went to the Alamo Bowl. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I'm tired of hearing it. I don't need anyone pumping sunshine into Texas. Texas already has that. We don't need it. Just go perform. Go perform. And I'm sure we're going to hear it all off season. I'm sure all off season, Texas is going to get a high ranking. Arch Manning is going to get Heisman recognition, which Arch Manning deserves that, to be honest with you. After the season he had this past year, he deserves that. So I'm not even going on Arch Manning because I think he deserves everything he's going to get. No, I'm going in on the guys who put Texas up on a pedestal, and then when Texas does not perform like the way they want Texas to perform, they throw dirt on us. Oh, another preseason ranking. You the one that ranked us there. You the one who put us at number 1. And then you turn around and get online and start talking about how Texas is always overrated. Don't put us there then. Put us at number 25. As a matter of fact, leave us unranked. Let us prove ourselves first. Like, let us get our ranking. Let us get it out the mud. That's what you need to do. Don't give us no ranking there. It's just crazy. You see it every single year. You just get sick and tired of seeing it. The definition of insanity, right? All right. Well, Longhorn Nation, it's been a pleasure. I have a lot more content coming your way. I got a breakdown of Texas women's basketball coming at you. Obviously, the loss to LSU. Obviously, the loss to South Carolina wasn't great. And I'm going to break those 2 losses down before Texas gets back on the court. I also have the 2026 softball season preview coming your way, so be sure to look out for that. If you enjoy what you hear today, please feel free to leave a review, follow, like, subscribe, and also you can give us a follow on Twitter, X, at BurntORising. That's at BurntORising. Until next time, Longhorn Nation, hook 'em.